Welcome to the tutorial video on how to add video to your Moodle course content. One of the questions that I get asked frequently is how to put video right directly into your course content so that the students don't have to go somewhere else to see it. So we're going to take a look at a couple of options for how to embed video on your Moodle site. The classic way to add video was simply to link to it. And that's very easy to do, so we'll just do that quickly first. So in my course here, we're going to turn editing on. And we're going to put some video in, a link to the video in the first week here, in the 1st of September week. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an activity or resource. And if we scroll down into the resources list, you'll see that there's an option for adding a URL. A URL is basically just a link to another site. So we'll click add. And I'm going to say way cool video. And it requires us to have a description as well. So description of way cool video, and then it requires us to specify an external URL. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and we'll grab a link and we'll just paste it into that box, and now we can say save and return to course. You can see I've now created my link called way cool video. I can turn editing off, and so if students were to log into the class right now, they would see a link like this. And if they choose to click on it, it doesn't look very cool right now, but it'll take them to the video. So there we go. Now what we'll do is we'll back up, because of course this was the 2004 way of adding video to a class. It's called the Web 1.0 way, but this is not the cool way, and it doesn't attract people's attention because we don't have it embedded right in the class. They can't just click on it and watch the video right there in your Moodle class. They actually have to navigate away from your class to see it. So we'd like to do something a little bit better. So let's turn editing on again, and we'll delete that link. Instead, what we'd like to do is we'd actually like to embed that YouTube video directly into our Moodle course content. So what we can do, I'm going to open up that video on another tab here. And when you're on a site like YouTube, if you go to the share link that's on a YouTube page, you'll see that there's a word embed. And if you click on that, you're going to see what we call embed code. And it's going to be usually already highlighted, and you just need to copy that, and we're going to paste it into our Moodle site. So right now I'll copy this. Command-C to copy. And I'm going to go back to my Moodle class, and I'm going to embed this right in the first week, the 1st of September week in the class here. So if I have editing on and I click on the little gear symbol to edit the description of what happens during this week, you'll see that I can paste this into my class. Now I'm going to paste it right here, and I'm going to save changes. And it's going to take me out, and all I'm going to see is that embed code that's now keyed into the week description. That's not exactly how we want to do it. It's close, but not quite. So what we're going to do is instead, we're going to go in and edit this, and we're going to get rid of that. And if you look on the little tool panel here, you'll see a link called Edit HTML Source. Because what that embed code is, that code is HTML. That is the code that powers the entire internet and how the web works. And so we're going to click on that, and then it'll open up a separate window called the HTML source editor. Now if we paste that into there and click the button labeled update, you'll see that an embedded version of that YouTube video now appears inside that little block. So we'll save changes. Sometimes when you save changes, you'll see that it's added it to the Moodle site, but you don't actually see it here yet. If you turn editing off on your site, it will become visible. So you can see right now that if a student was to log into this page, this is exactly what they'd see, and they'd be able to play this video directly from in the site. So that was adding a YouTube video, but we'd also like to be able to add video from other sites. So how about a site like Vimeo? So if I go here and select Vimeo and we go to a new tab in my browser, you'll see that when I come to Vimeo here, there's a video right on the front page, and on that video, there's a share button here, so I click on that, and you'll see that there's this embed code, same as there was on YouTube, is available here. And if I click on it, it highlights automatically. I will now copy it to my clipboard, and I'll go back to our course. I'm going to turn editing on, and I will click on the little gear symbol in the second week now, and I will go over to the Edit HTML Source button, and now I'm going to paste in that embed code from Vimeo. Now, Vimeo and some other sites include actually a little bit more than just the embed. So one of the things you can do is you'll see at the very beginning here that it's a link called an iframe, and then you'll see at the end that there's a what we call a /iframe, and that ends the actual embedded video. All this stuff afterwards is extra stuff, basically the attribution, putting some text below that you can click on and stuff like that. So we can actually highlight all of that and we can get rid of it. We really only need the iframe for the actual embedding of the video. And then if we click update and save changes, and once again, without turning editing off, it may not always show here, so we'll turn editing off. And we'll see that we've now inserted that video into our site, and we can play it directly from our Moodle course site. Nobody needs to leave. Okay. One final location that we'll just take a video from and put it into our site, just to show the versatility of this. TED Talks, very popular. So I'll go copy a TED Talk link here. It's one of my favorite talks. We'll go to that site right now. This is Ken Robinson, How Schools Kill Creativity. But you'll see below the video that there is, once again, this word called embed. And if I click on it, you'll see there's an embed this video, and it has the iframe link. So I will click on that, and I will copy that to my clipboard. I'll go back to our course. I'll turn editing on. This time I'll go down to the third week, and I will edit the HTML source. I will paste that in and click update. Save changes. Once again, it doesn't really show until I turn editing off. And then you can see that the Ken Robinson video is now embedded directly in the Moodle site, and students can watch it right from here. So I hope that this tutorial gives you some ideas about how you can embed video into your Moodle course content. As always, you can see the help desk for more suggestions on how to incorporate video into your Moodle classes.